Hello, and welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. Where we just got through a pretty big story dump, I guess. We have to probably talk to everybody in the South Block again, because we just had that little run-in with the Colonel, I think it was, in the army. But in particular... let's see what these people have to say. Oh, dear me. Weren't you the bracers who came to ask questions not that long ago? Oh, right. We did come before. I'm really sorry I couldn't talk to you then. So what you came to ask about is what happened last night, right? Yes, that's right. Is this a good time for you? Yeah, this is as good a time as any. It was the middle of the night, you see, when I heard a noise coming from outside. And I, of course, thought it was my husband coming home at such a late hour, so I opened the door and started yelling. But it turned out to be a group of masked men coming out of the Orbital factory across the road. I thought my heart was plumb gonna stop right then and there. Although it turned out the burglars were rather surprised and ran away to the north. I see. So it was the Sky Bandits, huh? So what you're saying then is that this house didn't incur a loss of any kind. Yeah, Estelle, there's no evidence whatsoever that that was the Sky Bandits just based on that description. Yeah, thanks to the mercy of the goddess. Can I ask you another thing? Did your husband coming home late mean that he went to the bar? If it was only that, that would be forgivable. In addition to being a no-good drinker, he's obsessed with this. Cecile raised her hand in a casting motion. Oh, I get it. You mean fishing, right? I see now. That's right, he loves fishing more than life itself. Just yesterday he said something about catching some smelts and took off to the lake to the south. And on top of that, he still hasn't come back. Eh? So what you're saying is, he doesn't know anything about the incident? That's exactly what I'm saying. And when that good-for-nothing husband of mine gets home, he's gonna get what for, let me tell you. Hi honey, I'm home. Oh, what a day I had. I was fishing patiently all morning, but I have nothing to show for it. Oh, what's this? Do we have guests? You senile old man! My goodness, woman. What kind of fiery tempest has gotten into you? Don't you know it's rude to act like that in front of guests? If anyone's being rude, that would be you. I'm dumbfounded that my own husband can just take off to do what he likes at a time like this. Huh? What do you mean by a time like this? Maybe I should explain. Joshua gave Mr. Quano a brief explanation regarding the burglaries which transpired the previous night. Burglaries by Sky Bandits? You don't say. Now that is terrible. But to think that they hightailed it out of here after my wife hollered at them is hilarious. Hahaha. Guess they got to experience the Cecile effect firsthand. What did you just say? Let's all calm down now, shall we? But to think that these Sky Bandits came in the night like they did and then just disappeared like that. I wonder if it has anything to do with that thing he was talking about the other day. He? What do you mean? Oh right, you don't know him. He is my fishing buddy. He's staying at the inn down the lake shore to the south of here. Okay, there's a missing word in that. If I remember right, he said something about seeing a strange bunch near the place the other night. Strange bunch. Now this sounds really interesting. Can you tell us a little more about what you've heard? Sure, I don't mind, but I'm just going to tell you up front that this is all hearsay. From what I heard, he just happened to see them by chance as he was out fishing during the night. He saw them leave by way of the inn's front door and then out onto the road. However, when he asked around at the inn in the morning, it turned out that no one like that had stayed there the night before. Yeah, that is rather odd. So, was there any type of burglary at the inn? No, nothing of the sort at all, in fact. It's quiet there, the meals are great, and it's, well, a place I'd recommend to anyone. But best of all, it's a prime fishing spot. Though there weren't any definitive clues related to the incident, we did manage to hear a few interesting bits. I concur. I especially liked the one that described all the delicious food at the inn. That's not what we're talking about here. Although I did find the fishing part to be rather interesting. Unfortunately, if there's nothing going on there, then I guess it wouldn't be worth investigating. Actually, I think it's quite the opposite. If someone had been careless and caused a problem, the army would have thoroughly investigated it. Conversely, the possibility of the Sky Bandits appearing where there's nothing happening is rather high. Oh, well, I guess that's one way to think about it. And in light of the series of incidents, there's either a spy in the army or the Sky Bandits are a really clever bunch of thieves. It'll be extremely difficult to corner them only by investigating the incidents which have occurred. We'll need to get one step ahead of them by tracking their movements. I see. So what you're saying is that we should take an offensive stance rather than a defensive one. Then how about we get going, off to the beautiful Valeria Lake, extolled in many a rhyme as the Pearl of Liberal. No, back in we go. No matter how many times I yell at my husband about his addiction, he still takes off to go fishing again. I think those were words I just said. Mumble mumble. I'm just about ready to give up. There's nothing that really gets my goat about seeing him come walking through the door with such a carefree look on his face. Okay, oh, your chair is too close to your banister here. Might want to do something about that. The Kingfisher Inn can be reached by heading south from town and following the New Ansel path. The structure's been built right on the lakeshore, so you'll know it as soon as you see it. I guess we're going there. Okay, the Valeria Lake is in southern Bosse, right? And... oh wait. This is going to be another two-pager, huh? Stolen ring. We need to talk to somebody. We haven't found this person yet. So that's really the main reason we're still wandering around. I mean, one of these houses, right? Murano had an errand and went to the mayor's residence. The mayor and Murano have actually been good friends for as long as anyone can remember. I know my husband is always out and about, but not having him around makes me feel a little insecure. Please come home safely. You and your neighbors have very different social situations, or familial situations, I must say. I think I like yours a little bit better. But still, I feel like I'm going insane without Trino being here in Bosse. We've been fighting since we were kids, so it's weird not having him around. And though he's a business rival, we seem to have this strange sense of solidarity. I'm actually pretty proud of the fact that the two of us built up trade like we have in Bosse. Although, I'm sure if he heard this, he'd laugh off the notion. I really hope the city will settle down soon. The stock market's cooling down, and at this rate I'm going to show a big deficit this month on my financial report. And just when I had beaten out the Trinos last month, too. I wonder what I should tell my parents about wanting to enter the Royal Academy. Unfortunately, right now doesn't seem to be a good time. Yeah, they want you to be a merchant, not a scholar, right? Okay. Where haven't I gone? I wonder if the army found the crooks who did this to my shop. I sure hope they catch these crooks no matter what they have to do with it. One more time. I sure hope they catch these crooks no matter what they have to do to them. As it stands, I am seething with anger over what happened. Seething! Okay. Oh, here's a house. Did I go in here? Apparently not. I had a very important ring taken by them. Oh right, there's a guard in front of this door or something, wasn't there? There's probably a reason I didn't come in here when I was searching this side of the city. I don't care if it's the army or the racer guild, I just want to see those burglars caught. If those sky bandits are on the loose, I don't think I can live without being in fear every day. I had a very important ring taken by them. Okay. Oh. Okay. Yeah, see, this game is not very consistent about these quests. Sometimes you have to talk to somebody to trigger something before you can do the quest. In this case, it does not appear to be the case. That does not appear to be the case, I mean. I wonder if my dad will come home soon. My mom looks really upset about something. Yeah, you should probably, give her the ring that you nicked from her. Yeah. I have played a game where there was a fetch quest, and it was just like one of the local children who had stolen something, and you just had to talk them into giving it back. It's rather silly. But it does happen. Alright, this is the path I almost died. Oh, this is the path I did die on that one time. Although, now that we've got Olivier with us, we should be good, I think. Far less likely to die with a fourth party member. Yeah, the Valeria Lakeshore is where we're going. Also, Amberl Tower. I wonder if it's yellow. I have a feeling. Yeah, I thought I saw you move. Oh, just one of you? Alright, well, let's see how this goes.
Take that!
Not bad. We're gonna be missing a lot, aren't we? We will... Well, we'll try spamming the attacks for 1 round, because we're going to get 2 before it gets to go. No, no problem. Okay.
Piece of cake!
1 experience. Lovely. Oh, and he is higher level than everyone else. Okay. Some more Fire Sepith. Much appreciated. Although not appreciated enough that we're actually going to go out of our way to pick a lot of these fights. Nope, nothing hidden there. Hello. You have good... Oh, wow. Yeah. That's kind of what I thought was going to happen. Totally missed. But... Okay, well, if we got a critical, we'll try. This isn't going to work. It was not as bad as I was expecting. Okay. You know, I do actually appreciate the voice acting in this game. Just, it's subtle enough that it's not like in your face where they're reading every single line, but it does add to the combat just to hear the little, like, grunts and stuff from various people. It gives them a bit more personality. I quite like it.
Alright, we're good to go.
The after combat lines leave a bit to be desired at times, though. Alright, yeah, Emerald Tower. Huh. I wonder if that was part of the localization process, where they had to change the graphics for these signs. Opposed to writing them out in, like, katakana or whatever it would have been. Well, we don't need to go to Emerald Tower yet, so we won't. Seems like as I play this game, I've become a lot less thorough about things. I remember with Liberal, I'll be like, cleared out everything before doing the main quests, and now it's just kind of like, well, trust the Bracer Guild to send us there eventually. We'll just do what we have to. So this is the north shore of Valeria Lake, huh? It certainly seems peaceful and quiet around here. The inn doesn't look too shabby either. I stayed here once before when I was in the area on another job. The wine's great, the rooms are nice, pretty much what you'd expect from a place like this. Too bad this isn't a pleasure trip. You mean it's not? I, at least, intend to toss my cares to the wind for a while. Taking catnaps in a rocking boat by day and filling my belly with food and wine by night. Heaven. This is what a vacation is all about. Come on, everyone, I was just joking. We can enjoy vacation anytime, but now is the only time we can enjoy taking care of some would-be thieves. Even I, Olivier Lenheim, know enough to get my priorities straight. I don't think this has anything to do with enjoyment or not. Well, whatever. As long as he does his share of the work he's here to do. Let's see if we can find the old man staying here that loves fishing. The guest who said he saw some suspicious individuals here 2 nights ago, right? It's a long sentence. I wonder if this is where we're going to unlock a fishing minigame. Feels like something that you just kind of shoehorn into pretty much every game that's produced at these days. You need a fishing minigame somewhere, right? Kingfisher Inn. Let's walk around outside for a little bit, take a look. Admire the scenery. Got a nice motorboat there. A nice paint job on that one. Identical model over here. I've got a rowboat as well. Oh, can we go in here? Nope. Just a little alcove. Oh, those are paddles. It's like... looking at him, it's like, why are there halberds like stacked against the barrels? Like, wait, no, they're not long enough for that. Alright, well, oh, there's... Okay, that is a step. Okay. And what do we got down here? Another boat. There's probably the guy we want to talk to. Let's just take a peek around the place. We also need to... Whoops. Camera. Work with me. Let's, Oh, we got a fan and everything. Fancy. Probably powered by Orbital, whatever. Oh, okay. You literally just have to read the sign yourself. There's no prompt. Okay. Let's talk to everybody. My mother and I come here every year on vacation around this time. It's a tradition in our family. My mother seems to look forward to it every time. I feel kind of bad for my father, though, as he always gets left behind. The Kingfisher Inn in Bosse and the Maple Leaf Inn in Zeiss are my Zes? I'm gonna have to figure out how to... I'm pronouncing that one at some point. Are my favorite places to stay. Okay, and... Okay, I thought you might elaborate a little bit more. Sometimes they do. It's hard to tell. Welcome to the Kingfisher Inn. Please let me know if you'd like to stay. 80. I think that's a bit more expensive. Oh, also, what's this? Oops. What's the Sepith going for here? Earth is the most valuable? That's questionable. Obviously, haven't heard of supply and demand because the monsters in this area are full of Earth Sepith. Or maybe it's a regional export, and that's why it's more valuable, because they export a ton of it. Who knows? Welcome to the Kingfisher Inn. Are you all here to stay? Let's see. Yes and no. How should I put it? We're here looking for a certain someone. Is there a guest staying here who loves to fish? Well, pretty much everybody who stays here loves to fish. Heard he was a friend of the old man who stayed here yesterday. Do you have a clue who that might be? Oh, are you talking about old man Kwano? If you're talking about his fishing buddy, then I think you must mean Lloyd. Lloyd? I've heard he's a professional angler who came all the way here from the Royal City. It seems as though he's a member of the Fisherman's Guild there. Fishing subquest, side quest confirmed? He sounds like a pretty amazing guy. Do you know where you might be able to find him? Haha, he's out dropping a line somewhere, of course. If I remember right, he should be out on the back pier. Okay, I'm disappointed in the... oh, there's a door there. Okay. To the outside, I mean. Okay, fish on the wall, of course. Oh. Okay. Disappointed in the lack of food options here so far. There's some fishing rods propped against the rack. Oh, I see. There's different fish in all of these. Got a big blue fat one there. We got, looks like, some sort of swordfish here. I'm not an expert when it comes to fish. I just eat them. Oh, there's a way down here too. Okay. Wow, this place is just full of all sorts of wonderful ways to go about. It's a rather, I wouldn't say confusing necessarily, but it's a rather expansive layout. We were just in here. What am I doing? Got another fish on the wall there. Wonder if we'll find any clues in any of these places. Probably not. Everything looks pretty empty. Okay, well, we failed in our quest to find Olivier some good food, so let's go with the other part of our quest. Excuse me? Are you the man named Lloyd who's from the Royal City? Wow, he's really focused. He's tuned everything out of his mind but fishing. This looks like this is where my skills come into play. What are you? Just sit back and enjoy. Olivier leaned over and with a smile that left all kinds of things up to interpretation, blew into the man's ear. Oh my goodness, what in the... Who are you kids? And where did you come from? That was a dirty trick to play on him, Olivier. Yeah, that was pretty low. How do you do this evening, good sir? We tried calling out to you a moment ago, but we could see that, like a true professional, your attention was fixed upon your task. You're Lloyd, aren't you? Yes, that's right. But how do you know my name? We heard from a certain old man about you. Do you have some time you could spare to speak with us? I see. You heard from Mr. Kwano, did you? Yes, I saw that strange pair about 2 nights ago. I knew it. Pair, huh? Just 2 of them? Could you get us to could we get you to fill us in a little more on the details? Before that, are you all bracers or something? Is this somehow related to some sort of crime? We can't say for sure, but there does appear to be a possibility. Gotcha. In that case, I'll do what I can to help you out. Nice to be the police, or equivalent, I guess, detectives in a game where people are actually appreciative of your efforts. I have played I have played some where everybody just kind of hates you for doing your job. It's a nice change of pace. That was the other night when I was out fishing on my boat. I was returning to the inn, dead tired after a day of battling it out with this lake's guardian. It had gotten late into the night, and it was about the time when everyone at the inn was asleep in their beds. Now hold on a minute. What do you mean by this lake's guardian? I'm glad you asked. The guardian is a giant salmon that swims the murky depths of Valeria Lake. It has been the feared king of the waters among fishing lovers for over a decade. Crap. I shouldn't have asked. Looks like you've thrown a log into the maniac's fire. Is it really that huge of a fish, like you say? You bet your last mirror it is, and I've been chasing the darn thing for the last 5 years of my life. It comes and goes in different parts of Valeria Lake and changes its feeding spots on a whim. I heard from a buddy of mine that it had appeared in these parts, so I came a-running from the Royal City. Ah, now that's what I call passion. I can completely understand where you're coming from. Whenever I find something I like, I stop at nothing until I get a hold of it. For example, a bottle of Grand Chardonnay and such. In your case, steal it is more accurate. How about we get back to our story? So Lloyd, what happened when you came back from fishing that night? Oh, right. I had returned the boat and was on my way into the inn when I saw an odd couple head out onto the road from the grounds behind the building. Onto the road? In the middle of the night? Yep, no doubt about it. They headed out on the New Ansel path. At first I thought they were a group of people visiting from the city, heading back home. But it was way too late for something like that, and when I asked at the inn the next day, nobody knew a thing about it. Thought maybe I'd seen a couple of ghosts or something then. Ghosts? There are ghosts that come out here? Just so you know, the two I saw were a young couple. They might have been two lost souls who committed a double suicide after not being accepted by those around them. Oh, don't tell me anymore! Oh, brother. A bracer that's afraid of ghosts? The guild is doomed. Not to mention her habit of always wanting to hear more ghost stories and other bizarre stuff. Now, isn't your being scared attractive in its own right, Estelle? Not sexy, but cute nonetheless. Like a little kitten shivering in the cold. You'd better watch out, because this little kitten bites. Well, I was just kidding about the ghost part. But the couple did, in fact, seem to be one with a purpose and reason. I say this because the girl was wearing some rather odd clothing. What do you mean by that? I only saw her from behind, so I couldn't say for sure, but it looked to me like she was wearing some kind of school uniform. School uniform? It couldn't be. It wasn't one from the Genus Royal Academy, was it? Wow, you really know your stuff, kid. You betcha. My niece goes there as well, and it looked exactly the same as the one she wears. I see. This whole event just got a lot more interesting. It's her. I know, it's that lying tomboy for sure. We're finally onto her trail. What, so she's an acquaintance of yours? And while you're at it, tell the two of them not to fret and rush into anything they'll regret later on. If my mind isn't failing me, I could have sworn they said something about coming again tonight. Is that true? Yep, we'll meet back here in 2 days, is what the young man said. His tone seemed rather serious, so I couldn't help but think on it. Well, that's understandable. We appreciate the valuable information, just leave the rest up to us. We won't let them get into any more trouble than they already are. That's a very diplomatic way of stating that we're going to be arresting them before they commit another crime, but, there it is. Oh, I see. That's a relief to hear. I feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders now. Now that that is off my chest, I feel like taking a boat out and fishing again. Well, there's no time to lose. I'll leave you young uns to your work. Man, I don't even measure up when it comes to that fishing nut. You mentioned something about a fisherman's guild, too. I wonder what kind of group that is. So how is this couple involved with the missing airliner incident exactly? If you don't mind telling me, that is. Well, in a nutshell, Cher explained that they encountered Josette in Roland. I see. That seems to be the person in question, all right. Which means that tonight is the night, huh? Yeah, it looks like we should probably get a room, just in case. We're going to be in for a late night tonight. Alright, let's go ask the receptionist about a room. Does that mean we also get food and wine? Sit in a rocking boat, listening to the waves until the sun sets? Could be a good way to spend the evening. Will you be staying here with us tonight? Yeah, that's the plan. Hold on, Estelle. If there's anything that we haven't taken care of, we'd better do it now. I don't want to head back to Bosse after we've gotten a room. I guess you're right. Well, I don't really have anything else I'm planning on doing, so yeah, let's get a room. Alright then, please come with me, I'll show you to your room. This is where you will be staying. I will leave you here, so please relax until dinner is served. This is quite a nice room. It has a certain atmosphere that you just don't find back in the city. Yeah, it's great, huh? It wasn't that expensive either. What to do now? How about we relax until it gets dark? What a nice idea. I'd be more than happy to do just that, but is it really okay to take it easy? Rest when you can. That's a part of a bracer's job too. This is our free time, so let's enjoy a meal, take a stroll, or something else. Something else being way too much wine in your case, I'm sure. Probably just left those two to get drunk while we're out doing other stuff. Wow, what a picturesque view. The entire lake looks like it's glowing. Too bad we can't see the royal city on the opposite shore because of the haze. But from here, it's easy to tell this is the biggest lake in the kingdom. This lake is like a fisher's dream come true. I bet it'd be a blast to throw a line in those waters. Then how about it? It might be a nice change of pace for you. Yeah, maybe I will. What are you gonna do, Joshua? Me? Let's see. There's a book I've been meaning to read, so maybe I'll just sit in that chair and relax. How old are you again? Only geezers talk about sitting back and relaxing. Young boys are supposed to get out and move their bodies. I'll leave that part to you. Sometimes you can be such a drag. Oh well, I should hurry up and decide on a fishing spot. Somewhere around that pier looks like it might be a lucky spot for bites. Yeah, we are a one-person party at this point. So I need to pick up a fishing pole first. Yeah, I don't seem to be able to interact with any of these things. Or maybe it was where the the pro fisherman was. Aren't you going to fish? That pier looks like a nice spot. How about you try too, Joshua? You're not so bad yourself, you know? Just not as good as you. I think I'll just sit here and watch if all the fishing practice has paid off. I got some good fish in today, so please look forward to your meals. Did I just miss this the first time I was here? I might have. Deep fried smelt. A small, lightly battered Eastern-style fried fish. Pretty cheap. Buy one. Absolutely. Boiled miso carp. An Eastern-style river fish boiled in sweet and spicy miso. Sounds good. Grilled rainbow. A salted grilled fish. It's simple, but a true delicacy. Same price, but 100 HP more. I wonder if they have any other effects. If they do, it'll tell me, won't it? Rockfish skewer. A river fish cooked over an open fire. Scrumptiously firm. And salmon meunier? Meunier? I don't know what that is. A fish dish rich in flavor, locked in with a buttery glaze. Oh, just saw our money. We are poor. Okay. We could sell stuff, including all our old gear, apparently. Aha! Charizard and Olivier are having a drink of chilled fruit wine together. Chara, should you start drinking again when it's only noon? No matter how light the liquor is, drinking too much is bad for your health, right? Don't worry, this stuff is just like water. Still, sometimes we all need to take a breather. I understand your concern for Shara, but you can leave her to me. Actually, Shara's not the one I'm concerned about. Well... By the way, Estelle, what happened to Joshua? Did he dump you or something? Yeah, actually he did. Really? I invited him to come fishing with me, but he brushed me off for a book. You think that's a little cold-hearted? What? That's it? You had me going there for a minute. I invited Shara for a friendly drink, and she readily agreed. It seems as though she's finally been taken in by my charm. That brash self-confidence may cost you your life. Well, for the alcohol poisoning, if nothing else. We'll come here to enjoy fishing. If you'd like to borrow a fishing pole, we can loan you one, so all you need to do is ask. I'm asking. Okay, I will go grab it myself. Or not. Okay. Now we get to play Find the Trigger, my favorite game. Maybe if we go down here? No. Well, I've talked to everybody. Okay, there we go. I just... Did that not show up last time I was here? Yes, this looks good. Definitely the best spot. Hehe. Now let's see about casting a few lines. Crap, I don't have a fishing pole. I wonder if somebody at the inn has a spare I can borrow. If only I had thought to pick one of those up before I tried to go fishing. Video game logic. Do you have a fishing pole I could borrow? Yes, of course we do. They're right over there, or right over here, and they're free to use for anyone lodging here. Wow, really? Score! Borrowed progressive rod. This is a pretty nice rod to be loaning out to everyone. Alright then, I'll put it to good use. Please enjoy yourself. Last chance, Joshua. No? No? Okay. Let's see, from this pier, which would be the best place to drop a line? Oh boy. And the fate of the world rests in my hands in this moment. To the west, around the pier, to the south, where the sun is hitting the water, the east, where the shade reaches. Different fish in each location, or no fish in two locations? Which is it? Let's go for this, because it seems the most picturesque. I'm always attracted to the coruscating water, what can I say? Right around here looks nice. Come on, fishy fishy fishes. What should I do about bait? Okay. Use a lure, use live bait, use a fly. Let's go the middle option again. Let's use live bait. Assuming we have some? Alright, let's sit back and relax and see what we come up with. Sweet, I got a bite! And this is the critical part. How should I bring it up? Reel it in all at once, wait a bit before reeling it in, wait until it gets tired before reeling it in. Middle every time. Alright, let's see what we got. We got a smelt. Okay, so that was 3, 3, and 3. So if my math doesn't fail me, that's 27 possible combinations. Are there 27 different fish we can catch here, or are some of them going to double up? Some of them be empties? Who knows? Well, a guide would know, but I'm not doing that. Not on my first playthrough. What a little fishy. Joshua's going to make fun of me if he sees this. Should I just eat it now to hide the evidence? Let's see. What should I do now? Yeah. Not change. We'll try a lure. Does it matter? Oh, let's be more aggressive and see what happens. Reel it in all at once. Holy boots. Curse you, Holy Boots, this victory is yours. How long can I do this? Change. Let's go for the shade. I'll use live bait again. Liberal carp. This one is just my warm-up. I mean, we're gonna continue fishing until the game tells us to stop. Or until the episode finishes, I suppose. So we might have 20 minutes of this to look forward to. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to do the same exact thing we did last time. And see if we get the same result. It would be kind of funny if we didn't, because... Don't change. Fly. Let's change this and see if it makes a difference. Rainbow trout, okay. Now this is quite a catch. Okay, we'll use the fly again, and then we'll do the last option this time. Tiger rockfish. Wow, this one's a biggie. I believe a little bragging may be in order. Let's see, what should I do now? Well, we got some more fishing to do. Let's change the fishing spot and try the other. The west around the pier. The lure. Well, that looks a bit dangerous there, Estelle. Could fall off at that angle. Guess it's not too bad. Reel it in all at once. We're gonna get more boots with this. Smelt. Reel it in all at once. Oh, I just hit a bunch of options that I didn't mean to hit. Lure. Okay. So we were limited to 10, it looks like. And that was an achievement that didn't misfire. So it looks like it was coded correctly. Man, it's already starting to get dark. I guess I ended up with a pretty good catch after all. Check this out, Joshua, look what I caught. He's not there. Yep. Huh? Joshua? Man, Estelle, you really got dumped. What's this? The book, 100 Days War, seems to have been left on the table. Estelle picked it up. Wonder if Joshua just forgot this. For being so sharp, you sure can miss things sometimes. I guess I'll just have to take it back to him myself. Then again, I wonder where he could have taken off to. I do like how the lighting has changed. Ah, he's brooding. Hey there, laddie. What are you doing, whittling away the evening in a place like this? Haha, not much. How about yourself? Are you done fishing, or are you heading back into battle? Nope, I've already had my fill. I sure has been a while since I did, though. Oh, that reminds me. Estelle held out the book she found on the table. You said you were going to read, but you ended up leaving your book on the table. You should be more careful with your stuff. Oh, that. I actually finished reading it. My eyes were starting to feel a bit tired, so I thought I'd take a walk for a change. Liar. What? You're hiding your feelings again, aren't you? I can tell that's what you're doing. I wonder if I should have checked in on Shara and Olivier before coming here. Seen them passed out at the table. But I guess I've missed that opportunity. I can tell that's what you're doing. And besides, that's not really fair. You always find a way to cheer me up when I'm feeling down, and while I may not be as reliable as Dad, I can still give you a shoulder to lean on. Sorry. It's times like these when you should say thank you and not apologize. You may be smart, Joshua, but sometimes you don't seem to know what's most important. You're probably right. Thanks, Estelle. Very good. Now that wasn't too bad, was it? Oh, right. And in return, how about you play me a song on your harmonica? As you wish. Is The Whereabouts of Light good for you? Yep, that's the one I wanted to hear. What he played in the intro, right? Also appears to be the theme song of the game. A loud harmonica. I appreciate the little camera jumping around showing some of the other characters. If they're going to play out the whole song in a unskippable cutscene, at least it gives you other stuff to look at. I don't know that the cutscene was, or that sequence was unskippable actually, because I didn't try. But it was nicely presented the way that they did it. I appreciate that. I wonder why it is that when I hear the sound of your harmonica in the evening light like this, it makes me want to cry. There we go. So you're still not going to ask? About my past, I mean? You promised, remember? You were going to tell me when you felt like it, and I wasn't going to ask, right? Considering that 5 years have passed, it doesn't seem like such a big deal anymore. Yeah, it has been 5 years, hasn't it? How can you just live with me for that long and not have a million questions? That day, your father came home with this beat-up kid, some random stranger who never said a word about his past. Why'd you take him in like that? Well, it seemed like the obvious thing to do. Besides, you're family now, Joshua. And like I said before, I know you pretty well. You love books, you're a weapons geek, and you've got a serious knack for just about anything that comes your way. You're kind and fair, but you've also got a way of not letting others inside by using politeness like a shield. Now wait a minute. And you're caring, and lonely. Of course, I don't know everything about your past. If you want to make comparisons, I don't know a whole lot about Dad's past either. But it doesn't mean that he and I aren't family, right? Being a family for us has more to do with me knowing his personality, his habits, the food he likes, you know, the kind of things that that only I would know firsthand. And you're no different, Joshua. You make it nearly impossible to argue with you, you know that? It's been like that since the first time we met, and you gave me that flying kick to the gut as I was lying in bed. Wounded, I might add. Did I really do that? Yeah, injured and all. More than once. I'm sure it was just a bit of childish play. Blame Dad for my lack of social graces. Yeah, sure, nice excuse. But anyway, Estelle. What? Let's make sure we solve this whole airliner mystery. I don't know if Dad's been captured or anything, but let's resolve this with our own hands. Sure. That's exactly what I intend to do. How about we head back to the inn? I'm sure supper is ready by now. Great idea. I'm starving. We need to eat our fill, so we're ready for tonight. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's your book, Joshua. Oh, right. I'm actually done with it, and at this point, I just end up being bulk weight. I wonder what I should do with it. I mean, I kind of want to read it eventually. But I also kind of really want to pick this and just see what he does. I'm hoping that he'll gift it to Estelle at some point. How about giving it to someone? It'd be kind of a waste to just chuck it. You're right, I'll do that. Items. Yeah, we don't have it. Inventory. You have a bunch of fish, though. Tiger rockfish, a beautiful fish with a vivid orange belly. It tastes best if salted and grilled on a stick. Rainbow trout, a medium-sized fish with iridescent lines on the side of its body. Best cooked while it's fresh. Well, it won't be by the time I get around to it. An omnivorous, whiskered fish living in lakes. Although it has a peculiar smell, it is great in many foods. A small, freshwater fish easily caught for sport. If battered and deep fried, it can be eaten head and all. I think I've seen all of these. A giant egg the size of a child's head, prized and used as a revitalizing agent. A tasteless, scentless, gelatinous strand. It melts in the mouth with a smooth froth. These are old things. Okay. Woolly boots, there we go. Often the catch of the day at fishing spots, light and airy. Oh, +3 move. Wow. Okay. It's probably just a joke item, but that is actually pretty funny. If we don't value defense, we can do that. I don't know if you'll believe me, seeing as I'm family, but my brother's dishes made with fish are something to be reckoned with. Please look forward to a meal like no other. I'm actually trying to return the fishing pole to you, but do I just get to keep it? Oh, Olivier looks like he's had better days. Actually, I didn't notice that when I was going through my items. Do I have a fishing pole? Not progressive rod. Okay. Oh. Wrong button. I don't know why I tried to close that with N. What did I ever use that button for? Help a fellow out. I'm begging you. I can't take another drink. Wow. I think I've just reconsidered my opinion of you, Olivier. It's pretty rare for anyone to still be conscious after a night of wine with Shara. Well, didn't the two of you come at a good time? How about having a drink together? You're both good for that, right? We're gonna eat dinner now, so the answer is no. I mean, dinner, like wine with dinner isn't a bad option. Although, aren't Estelle and Joshua still underage? Like, anyway. Come on, you two. When I say let's drink, we drink. You're gonna make me very angry if you don't sit down for a glass with me. Oh great, she's already reached stage 2, rage mode. Don't worry, Shara. Olivier said he's good for another couple rounds. How about having him keep you company? Huh. What? So you can still drink more, can you? Joshua, how could you just give me to her like that? I can't. I can't. Don't you feel sorry for the poor guy? I don't know. Should I? You're like a little demon and cute at the same time, too. At least the fish are polite here. I guess he'll be just fine. How about we sit at the counter? I hate to bother the two of them. Right, good idea. Please, Shara, I'm pleading with you. You and the fish. Don't pour me another glass. It would be kind of funny if we had a combat sequence right after this and he had a massive drunkenness debuff. Oh, he's totally plastered. It looks like even a guy who takes a sweet time for everything couldn't stand up to a drunken Shara. Oh wow, what a night of drinking. I've been so busy lately I haven't been able to enjoy myself like this for a while. You're not even red in the face either from all that alcohol. She was earlier. Are you sure you haven't had some special kind of training, Shara? It could have been all the bizarre liquors I drank while I was in the troop. You know, like the ones with scorpions and asps in them. I might have built up my resistance that way, but who knows? Somehow, I don't think that's the case. Well, I mean, isn't this training for this the kind of thing where you just do it a lot and get better at it until your liver fails? Pretty sure that's how it works, right? By the way, what do you plan on doing with him? He's pretty much useless as he is. Let's just let him sleep. He looks so peaceful now, and we wouldn't want to disturb him. There's a very high possibility that we'll have a direct encounter with the Sky Bandits tonight, and getting a civilian wrapped up in the middle of it all wouldn't be a good idea. Don't tell me you got Olivier drunk so you wouldn't be able to come along, didn't you? Well, of course I did. And he'll thank me in the long run, too, after his raging hangover, anyway. And so that whole time, you were just toying with him, weren't you? Let's see, it's getting late. Let's hurry and begin our stakeout around the inn. Don't skirt around the issue, Shara. Quiet, you. For the time being, we're going to circle up to the far pier. Understood. Alright then, let's go. Oh, Shara, please, I can't take another. Hey? Oh, hey, there's somebody in here. Lloyd is staring at an empty map. It appears to be a map of Valeria Lake. There are hardly any structures on the west side, but I didn't get many bites either. And all I'm getting on the east side are small-sized fish. The Guardian probably won't appear in either of those two places. Guess the best thing I can do is continue fishing from the shore. That'll be important information later. Good evening. Seeing another group of lodgers is something I enjoy. I'd love to keep company with you if that would be alright. My mother seems to be enjoying the atmosphere. I was the first person to recommend this inn to my mother. Now she invites me to come here with her every year. Alright, well... Oops, we're gonna go here. I don't see anyone. I don't know what kind of business those siblings could have here, but do you think they'll really show up? There's no guarantee, of course, but if Floyd's information has any truth to it, my best guess is that they'll be here. However, if we move around too much, there's the possibility we'll be seen and they'll take off. Since the Sky Bandits are supposed to come from the road, it might be a good idea to watch the area. Right. So where should we watch from? We need a place where we can see the road without being noticed ourselves. A place like that would be ideal. Okay, well... I have no idea how long this sequence is going to take. So I think I'm actually just gonna stop here, and we'll do the stakeout in the next part. I will see you then.